Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we are on the last video of the day. It's been a long day, hasn't it, with a lot of reveals. But as you are aware, the Beastmen have received a fairly big rework, then the Dwarfs did. But there are also some other awesome changes coming in the next patch cycle, so let's not waste any more time and check it out. A short while ago we were told that auto-resolve changes were coming in Warhammer 3, but instead we've been surprised with the fact that it's actually coming in this coming patch cycle, which is quite important as it brings a massive quality of life upgrade. Not only will we find out what the outcome will be from auto-resolve, finding out the battle results and how many casualties we'll take, but this will also inform us as to what units we will lose if we auto-resolve. This is absolutely fantastic for the player base, as if there are some particular units that you don't want to lose, then you might be more incentivized to play battles, and that's going to be a great thing because if people are playing more battles in Total War, then they'll get more out of it. Vlad von Carstein will receive a new skill line. Some of the skills you're already aware of as they are the standard vanilla ones, while others will center around Vlad's lore more than anything else. An interesting skill here is the buffing of mortal levies and diplomatic relations with the Empire. As you are aware, at this point in the timeline, Vlad is a unrecognized elect count. Later, a few years down the line, he does get officially recognized, however. At the end of the line, he'll also be able to buff up the base weapon damage and weapon strength of his army, meaning if you want some very hard-hitting Graveguard, now is the perfect time. Of course, changes can't come to Vlad without also affecting his other half. They will share some similar stuff, for example the Storm of Night Vortex. This is a bounce spell which can do a decent amount of damage, but Isabella takes it a step further to be a bit more unique from her husband, where she will boost up the capabilities of the monsters in her army. This can work very well if you're planning to keep both together. Have Vlad have the heavily armored stuff, whereas Isabella can have all the monsters, the fast moving skirmishing types. Volkmar the Grim is also getting some changes. First up, all the prayers are situated in one specific line, but the most impressive is the second skill line, which focuses around, well, let's just say an Imperial Inquisition. Here you'll be able to get increased diplomatic relations with men. Interestingly enough, only Imperials, Kislevites or Southern Realms, no Bretonnia, but also start blessing your units to make them more powerful. For example, bless bullets with the Free Company Militia and giving them Frenzy, alongside other possible buffs such as speed increases, charge bonus increases and so on, which will benefit Flagellants, Empire Knights and Free Company Militia. You can actually turn your Free Company Militia into quite a powerful troop at this point. Archlectors will also become much more interesting and viable to the players too, as new skills such as Blessed Holy War, which increases hero capacity of warrior priests and witch hunters, is quite useful. Not only that, but they will also benefit from the same War Eternal skill, being able to buff up Flagellants, Empire Knights and Free Company Militias, and also make benefit of a interesting skill known as the Work of God, which has a very high casualty replenishment rate for the said army, and a new powerful augment that he can cast on himself, which increases his melee defense and physical resistance quite heavily. Hey, they didn't forget about Norsca, so Wulfrik the Wanderer also gets some new skills. One of them gives the javelin throwers a new type of ammunition known as Worm Piercer, which is improved anti-large ammunition. There's also the possibility of making Wulfrik cause terror, as he already causes fear. You'll also be able to benefit from reduced construction cost and construction time for province capital/settlement buildings in a local region. A minor change to Wulfrik, but hey, it's welcome as we're still waiting for the eventual Norsca rework. Finally, Throgg, the Troll King. Of course, he also has his own unique skill line now, which focuses heavily on buffing up monsters in your army, and I mean fully buffing them up, even going as far as giving horrible regeneration to all Troll and Skin Wolf units, and the standard regeneration to all Famir units. Extra melee defense capabilities and frenzy will also benefit a large amount of your monsters, and you'll also be able to find powerful auxiliaries that can modify your troops. There haven't been a lot of changes to factions that aren't beastmen, lizardmen and dwarfs, However, this is always extremely welcome. The fact is that these Imperials, vampire counts, and obviously the Norskins more than any, needed a little bit of a buff. It proves that all the patch and FLC stuff is Creative Assembly's way of saying thank you to the community for such a great lifespan for Warhammer 2, and let's just see what comes up for Warhammer 3. But until then, I need a break. I've released 6 videos today, and I'm absolutely tired. Let me know what you guys think about the changes in the comments below, and let's try and start a bit of a discussion, shall we?